I'm Beck.
And I'm Jamila.
And we programmed Mother.
A weekend of fearless conversation.
Mother came from a number of conversations that we'd had with each other, but also with other mothers, and that we were lucky enough to be witness to in public and in private spaces. But I think what it made both of us realise is how siloed those conversations were and how they existed in these little bubbles. And so for me it was about bringing all of those mothers and ideas and tears into this space to create a tide of experience that is impossible to ignore.
I think by programming 3 days, although we could have done a lot more, programming 3 days where it is entirely about that topic means we don't have to compartmentalize anything. We can put all the questions, and we don't have any of the answers, and maybe none of our artists feel that they do, but we can all ask the questions together. It's for anyone that is a mother or has questions around the idea of having a child or not having a child. The experience of maternal relationships is so complex, and so I hope that there is something in this series for everybody, and that people perhaps learn something about their own either motherhood experience or whether that's a journey they want to embark on. I think it's really important to have those honest conversations about what the reality of motherhood is.
It sounds a bit cheesy, doesn't it? But I do think that it's for everybody. But it's also been a very deliberate decision for us to centre that and interrogate that kind of cultural idea of motherhood. The pressure that people face to be a mother, or to be a mother in particular ways, or as a particular gender, or, what you lose when you become a mother. To really unpack that in both celebratory but also quite critical ways, so that we can start to, move forward, I think.
I think it's for everyone to see that experience of mothers, because so much of motherhood happens away from your workplace, away from public life, and to bring all of that experience into the light and say this is what it's like to raise people. It's something
screaming,
everyone.
There's spewing, and I'm texting and email.
Yeah, and we are all hybrid selves, and we want to showcase that for everyone.
From a panel perspective, I'm really excited about our third day, which explores all of those abject ideas and, the fury and frustration and desire and all of the feelings that often get shunted to the side of motherhood. But then I'm also excited about the weird little events that we're doing, like the soapbox, where people get a chance to, talk for a bit longer about something they're passionate about and follow a train of thought through to its end, which, as a mother is rare. And the life drawing class of a post-birth body. I think I'm excited that we're bringing in these different ways of looking both at motherhood and the way that we talk about it.
To hear about the question of whether to have a child, I think so many people that I know are stuck in this question, because for a mother, it's a really big trade-off of different parts of your life. So I think hopefully that some of the conversations will draw out those ideas on whether it is for everyone or whether it is something that people can feel really confident in choosing to have or not to have, if that's available to them.
I wish that somebody had told me before I became a mother what an impact it would have on my sense of identity, on my career, on my relationships. I don't think I would have changed what I did, but I wish I had been able to be better prepared.
You also need to be really honest with people about the enormous physical, psychological journey that you will have to undertake to bring a child into the world.
And, just on that, I think I also wish that somebody had said, you will feel rage like you have never felt, and that is okay.
That is fine.
Because I think that just having somebody even say, whatever happens to you, whatever you go through, however you experience motherhood, it is okay. You're doing a good job. You're not failing.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope that our audiences are really galvanised by the experience of hearing our artists that it's not just a really sombre topic, that there's so much joy and creativity that can come from being a mother, and that there is a sense of celebration as well as, you know, critically asking questions about motherhood. But I want people to feel joyful for the work that they do and the work that the mothers in their lives do.
Yeah. And, you know, I also want them to feel empowered through that sense of community, to know that they can speak up in systems that are not working for them. Because I think so many of us have those experiences, and yet we go, oh, I guess this is normal, right?
To ask questions, to bring your child places, to feel that you can do that and you can be in the space with a child with you.
To not apologise.
And not apologise,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just want all the mothers in my life to come to that night and be there, and to just like whisper to them, this is for you.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
Exactly,
I love you.
And that's been our sort of catchphrase to each other through this whole thing.
You're doing a great
job.